Hello children, today we are going to learn Social Science Chapter 1 Arrival of Europeans in India. We have learned in the previous standard that many years ago our country was one of the leading countries in the world. In the earlier classes, we have studied that many years ago our country was one of the leading countries in the world. Our country was distinct in the whole world and it was also distinct and different from other countries. The people of various countries were being influenced by our culture and prosperity. So the people of different countries were influenced means prabhavit the by our culture means Sanskriti and prosperity means Sampanta. Many people worldwide were eager to enter into trade with our country and earn wealth out of it. Many people around the world were anyhow trying to get the opportunity to trade with our country and earn good amount of money from it. So earlier, the merchants from the various countries came to India from northwest by land route for the purpose of trading. From the very beginning, businessmen from different countries came to our country from the northwest direction through land route. Their main intention or purpose was to do trade with India. For years, the Arab traders undertook the trade through land route. But as the situation changed, trade through land route stopped. First of all, the Arab traders did trading with us through land route for many years. But as the situation changed, halat badalte par, the trade through land route stopped. Consequently, the demand for Indian commodities like silk, cotton clothes, muslin, black pepper, spices, etc. increase in the European countries. So slowly the Indian products like silk, cotton cloth, muslin is a fine cloth, pepper and spices, masale demand increase in European countries. To take the advantage of this situation, many countries of Europe started searching for a sea route to India. To take advantage of this situation, most of the European countries started searching sea route to India. Due to this, subsequently, some adventurous sailors of Europe and other countries started the search of sea route to come to India. So, consequently, due to this, the adventurous sailors of Europe and other countries started searching the sea route to India. Now, Christopher Columbus, an Italian explorer, was one of the brave sailors who ventured out to find the sea route to India. So Christopher Columbus, he was a brave Italian sailor who took the responsibility and made up his mind to find a new sea route to India. He thought that one can go to the east via west also. Why did he believe so? Think about it. And he thought that a person can go east direction via west. Why he was thinking so? Children, you should think about it. Columbus started his journey to India and accidentally reached America. So, when he started his journey to find a new sea route to India, first of all, he reached America. As long as he lived, he was under the misconception that he had discovered the sea route to India. So, till he lived, he had the misconception. Misconception means भ्रम था उसको. Misconception means भ्रम था that he had found the sea route to India. Hence, even today, the natives of America are called Red Indians and the island group in the Caribbean is known as the West Indies. And due to this, the natives of America, natives means वहाँ के रहने वाले लोग, local people. The natives of America are known as Red Indians An island group in the Caribbean is known as the Western Indies. Now, Vasco da Gama. Vasco da Gama was a native of Portugal, discovered the sea route to India. He was from Portugal का रहने वाला था, and he found the sea route to India. He encircled the Cape of Good Hope in South Africa and reached the port of Calicut on 22nd May 1498 after crossing the Indian Ocean. He encircled, उसने चक्कर लगाया, he encircled the Cape of Good Hope in South Africa and he reached the port of Calicut on the date 22nd May 1498, date 22nd May 1498, and he reached it while crossing the Indian Ocean. The then ruling king of Calicut, Zamorin, gave permission to the Portuguese to trade. At that time, King Zamorin was ruling in the country, and this King Zamorin, he gave permission for trading to Portuguese in India. The Portuguese established a fort in Calicut for trade in 1500 CE. So after getting the permission for trading, the Portuguese, they established a fort in Calicut in 1500 CE. They fortified it and appointed a commander-in-chief, namely Albuquerque, to safeguard the fort. They built a fort all around. 4 दीवार का किलो बना भी तो 4 दीवार का बड़ा किला बना दिया. They built a fort all around and appointed a commander-in-chief. एक commander-in-chief का appoint किया. उसका नाम था, his name was Albuquerque, and gave him the responsibility to safeguard the fort. वो fort की रक्षा करना, सुरक्षा करने का काम उसको सौंप दिया. Moving towards northwards, Albuquerque conquered Goa in 1506 CE. Then this Albuquerque, he went towards north and there he conquered means उसने जीत लिया Goa in 1506 CE. Within a span of 100 years, the Portuguese took control of Mangalore, Cochin, Goa, Diu, Mumbai and island of Lanka. And then within a period of 100 years, these Portuguese, they took control. उन लोगों ने कब्जा कर लिया, पोताना कब्जा में लई लीधो मैंगलोर, कोचीन, गोवा, दीव, मुंबई and island of Sri Lanka. Then end of Portuguese rule. In the beginning of the 17th century, the Portuguese expanded their trade to Bengal. At this time, the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan ruled India from Delhi. So when the 17th century started, Portuguese started expanding their trade to Bengal. At that time, the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan ruled from Delhi. The Subedar of Bengal complained to Shah Jahan about the behavior of the Portuguese. At that time, the Portuguese, they were not behaving properly. So the Subedar, they complained to Shah Jahan, who was ruling them, regarding their behavior. Thus, the fort of Hooghly was demolished and the ships were burnt as per the order of the emperor. So, due to this complaint, the result was the fort of Hooghly was demolished. Demolished means usko tod diya, ene todi naikho. And the ships were burnt on the order of the king. In this way, the Portuguese rule came to end with the exception of the territories of Diu, Daman and Goa. And in this way, the Portuguese who were ruling in India, their rule came to an end. But the territories of Diu, Daman and Goa, they were left, वो छूट गए. So exception of the territories means Diu, Daman and Goa, they were left, they could not handle it. Thank you very much.